this is LordMaddog, and we are playing Turbo Space Program! Last time, we flew all the way out to Nemesis, and we circled it and flew all the way back. Yeah, pretty standard stuff, but it's very beginning of the game, so it's still pretty good accomplishment. Alright, we got a decent amount of science, which enabled us to unlock the next tier in rockets and stuff. So we then were able to build ourselves a massive launch vehicle. So we were able to put a 100-ton payload into space. So now that we have something that's able to launch 100 tons into space, we need to make something that actually uses 100 tons. So that's what we're going to do, and then after we do that, well, the whole object of the 100-ton payload is to make a vessel that enables me to fly all the way out to either Nemesis or Guardian, drop off a much smaller ship that will land on Nemesis or Guardian, whichever one we choose. Then afterwards, fly home. That's the whole object of that. So that's what we're going to try and do. Alright, this is, actually this is, I don't think we really need this. We'll just name it 1. Actually, we need, we'll start from the scratch. I don't like that build at all. Let's go with up. We're going to use this as our base, I think. Make sure everything's good sized. This will be the one that actually flies home. So we don't need any of those extra stuff. We only need, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, I was thinking about this. Not how I'm going to go with this. It's just, it's not enough efficient. We're going to go, that could work. I think we could do this. See how that works out. No, we don't want that. Like I did that one time with my other one, the one probe. Nah, that's not what we're not gonna do the whole mobile base thing land like that. That didn't turn out well either. No, what we're gonna do. Just trying out different things here. Yeah, that works. Well, we do need a but we're gonna need, alright, yes, we're gonna need some to be able to land there and back again. Sorry, the building takes a little bit of energy here, trying to figure out exactly how I'm going to do this. I think we're going to go with a one big long one. That's exactly what we're going to do. One big long one. We're going to use it to drop us off there. That's what I said we were going to do to begin with. I just wasn't entirely sure that's what we wanted to do. Because, you know, there's different ways you can try different things. But this is also going to need its own control systems. So we're going to have to add some batteries, just like we did with the 100-ton launcher. We're going to need some solar panels for electricity. And put that little control unit in there. We're going to need communication devices. And electricity, of course, to run the communication devices. So we're going to go ahead and put there with communication devices on that. We're also going to need a communication device up there on my bigger one, but let's make sure we have enough actual electricity down here. And I think enough one parachute on that might be enough for me to return it. Let's see what Christian missions. Nemesis. Recruit from Nemesis. I'm going to return from Nemesis. Crew landing on Nemesis. And landing with extended stay on Nemesis. Yes, we're going to Nemesis. That's where we're going. and rescue a whole bunch of people from orbits. Might have to do some of them eventually, but not right now. KTS system. Big one. Bob. You know what? I did it again. I didn't put any communication devices on the smaller one. I put some on the big ones, but I didn't put any communication devices at all on the smaller one. That was stupid. I should have definitely had some communication devices on the smaller one. It's fine. Now let's go ahead and make our little orbit here. Get ourselves into orbit. We still haven't unlocked maneuver planner for MechJab because I don't need it. But it does have some useful things in it. Once I get the orbital magic, if I remember right, which I haven't actually downloaded and put it back in yet. I was talking about doing that. I'm going to need to do that, and I'm probably also going to need to reinstall for science because I don't really like this automated science thing. It doesn't seem to quite work the way I like. But yes, well, actually, it's pretty nice. It's just a little bit of few hookups. Catches up, yeah. All right, so getting ourselves in a good, perfect setup to go in retrograde once we're at the periaps, and make sure we have any missions here. We're going to try and yeah, I'm trying to make sure we fulfill all the versions of the missions we're coming after. So I was in a orbital, not an orbital. I was in a polar orbit. But I just realized now that even if I do this, which I am working on doing right now, it's not going to work because that's going to change position because the the moon rotates. It's not like Solitude, which no longer rotates because of the slam of two giant meteors into it. The only problem is I still don't think that actually works. All right, we need to get into a polar orbit. A horizontal orbit. What do they call that? Vertical? Horizontal. Well, a horizontal orbit, which we can't really do from here. We're going to try to get into a more or less one here once we actually go. We're going to have to do a retrograde and then change our orbit once we're there. Let's go ahead and burn, get ourselves into a nice good orbit. Thankfully, it does not take much to change your orbit. It won't take too much delta V from here to change the orbit because I have a boatload of delta V with a high thrust to weight ratio. I have 16 thrust to weight ratio right here on this planet with my current setup. Isn't that insane? 16 thrust to weight ratio. Alright. We're trying to get ourselves in the right orbit here. Now you do that around a giant planet though, that's going to cost you a couple thousand delta V. Now, once again, I do not have any landing assist or programming yet, so I have to do this manually. I have to land manually, but I've gotten pretty good at landing manually too. Because, well, MechJab's landing system always seemed to be busted for me, but that's because I had this habit of always having my probes turned. So when I launched them, I could go 90 degrees and just fly off the planet. That was bad because it messes up MechJab's landing mechanisms. So I've been leaving my probes the default direction. So MechJab's landing system will actually work. Oh, we're getting pretty close to this. Hopefully we can get right there. And nope. Well, that didn't turn out too well. We're trying to get a little closer because we have 26 thrust to weight ratio right now. That's really nice. You know what? I decided that this thing's too heavy to try to keep on turning. It does not have a big enough reaction wheel on the top to actually do this. It does not have an ERC, so we're just going to go ahead and land. That was the object of it to begin with. Oof. That's a reload. There we go. Try that again. Yes, much better this time. Yeah, perfect landing. Let's go get ourselves a crew report. Oh, nope, I'm gonna have to reload. I did not mean to do that. Because I want to send information back to Peggy. You know, Peggy is my space station. Yeah, let's plant a flag. Yes. And so it begins. Yes, it does. This is how it all begins. Landing on the moon, and then all of a sudden we get high aspirations of flying to other planets and landing on them, gaining tons of science from it, and then flying off into the galaxy. There we go. We're performing our science here and sending off what we can. We don't have any... No, we can't send anything off. Oh, now that just sucks. Well, that made that worthless. That also means I can send no information to Peggy at all. At all. Well, whatever. Here we're going to do a little hopscotch. This is a little hopscotch game I play. Try to get into the, instead of actually building a rover and roving across the grounds, we're gonna. Did we get it? We did not. We have to actually activate it. Let's get there. This time, let's turn, pull up. We're relying completely on the reaction wheel with inside the cabin. Ooh, now that didn't work. That was a bad idea. Alright, we need to actually get off the ground. We cannot slide across the ground. Nope, no slidings. No slidings. There we go. We're off the ground. And we'll just burn little small burns. Drop. Perfect. Entering site beta. We don't actually have to land on site beta. We just have to get there. Now we need to go all the way to site Charlie. So we landed wait. Oh, did we only do alpha? Why was that beta? There should have been... Oh, well, whatever. I think we have one more site after this. Alright, we retrograde. Come in. Yes! Perfect! I'm good! Save. Alright, the next one is... Oh, we already did alpha. We flew all over top of alpha. That worked. Ah, yes. They are all done. Now all we have to do is return home safely. Which we have tons of Delta V for. Well, we have 1,600 Delta V. We're going to get in a horizontal one out here. That way when we... it makes it a lot easier for... You got to fly off the opposite direction of when you come out of a planet. So, oops, I should have done a maneuvering node. I didn't actually mean to do that. That was a mistake. I pushed too far. Here we go. Now we just add a maneuvering node. You fly the opposite direction against the flow of the orbits. That way, when you do that, if you position yourself just perfect, you are able to... There we go. Able to have one end of your flights put by the planet and either use it for aero braking or just get to the periaps and burn retrograde so your apolex is also the right direction, which is really nice and helps you. There we go. And yes. Burn retrograde. Bring it in. Cut down our periaps. I don't only have 100 meters per second delta V left, so MS. So we're going to have to actually use some aero braking. Hopefully I do not burn up. I don't think I will. Hey, kitty. My cat wants in on the screenshot. Oh, come here, Judy. Oh, say hi. There we go. And we're the aero braking. Let's hope we don't burn up. Let's see if I can get you high enough. Say hi. Alright. No, we didn't burn up. Well, we're definitely going to lose all of our... we'll lose our... No. Our probe core will burn off. And then we'll be flying off in the middle of nowhere. we may or may not lose. Now we're gonna definitely lose all of our solar panels. That's typical. Boom, 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 boom. Everyone, oh, we didn't lose all of our solar panels. We just lost some of our solar panels. Huh, that's an interesting. There we go. Yes. Drop our parachutes. Hopefully, well, I have enough. I have 84 Delta V left. No, I only have 30 some Delta V left. That would be enough though if we just come down too hard. Oh, we gain ourselves a little EVA. And we might need to just put out a little bit of energy. Yes, perfect. Perfect landing again. So we landed on, I think that was Nemesis. Yeah, we landed on Nemesis. 900 science. Yay. We completed a boatload of missions as well. And now we can unlock base material, RSU and mining and everything. Yeah! Yeah! Woohoo! We can now go ahead and build ourselves a giant mobile base. So, if you remember what we did last time, we built ourselves a giant mobile base and flew out to Minimus and started and set up a base out there. So we're going to go ahead and build a mobile base system again. That's what we're going to do real quick here. Well, I also think I kind of need a rover. I'm thinking about having a rover mobile base, kind of a rover mobile base. Like, no. Wait, that isn't right. Huh? Wait, they can't be switched over to just liquid fuel? Huh. Can these just be switched over to liquid fuel? No, they cannot. Okay, I need to go find out some liquid fuel ones. That's liquid fuel right here. This can be switched to liquid fuel, but I only have one of these. Yeah. And that didn't work. Wait. Something's not working. Ah, wrong one. That was what that was. There we are. Nope. Alright, so 2,000 Delta V by that big old nose gun. 1,000 Delta V. So, here I build myself a little rover that I actually don't really end up using too much, because I'm going to use it to run around the station. So I'm going to skip a little bit forward and let them skip most of the building process. Alright, so we built it, we tried to put an engine on it, didn't turn out too well. You see this little funny thing. Alright, but it still doesn't enable us to get some science from it, but we're going to go ahead and change that a little bit more. We're going to put a regular old engine on it. We don't need a big old engine like that. Let's scale it down. There we are. Launch, and we will gain ourselves some science by running around the space, this default space port here. Here we are. Yay! Gain science! Sciencing away! Yeah. Run on over here. You can gain the science from the what is this? Administration building? La Solitude, SP, Lower La Highlands. What's SPH? There we go, the astronaut complex. The R&D. And we ran out of battery power. And I can't recover because I can't, so I have to speed it up and let it bounce into the side, and then it'll go into the side. I ran out of battery power. That was a little jaunt as it last. Now yes, I can finally recover it. Now we gained 100 some science, which means we can actually unlock the first tier of nuclear reactors. Yeah, this one's a self-contained nuclear reactor. That's why I built the rover, because I needed the science from it. I needed to be able to unlock the first tier of nuclear reactors, so we need something to power our mobile bases. Thinking about going back out and getting a little bit more science from our rover here. I don't think we really need it though. Nice little red on there. Now I can actually put Bob in there and use his scientist ability, so I don't have to continue. I can actually have it all, but I decided not to mess with it anymore, and we're going to go ahead and build our mobile space station. No, mobile station. Here we go. Got to put them at an angle so we can use them as, what are they called? Why am I having a brain fart here? Why is that also going the wrong way? It's not moving the way I should. No. I'll just do it manually. There we go. So, okay, there's that reactor. That's, no, not the reactor we want, I don't think. That one actually just generates actual electricity. We want one that generates megawatts of electricity. We're going to need this to control our heat generation. Also, we will store fuel into it, and we will actually put it inside here. Drop it down in there. Yes. So it'll actually generate the cooling pieces we need and have enough and storage play locations inside the RSU. No, we want to name it mobile base. There we are. Actually, that might not be spelled right. Oh well, whatever. Who cares? My spelling abilities leave something to be desired. Even though I'm an author, sometimes I have, when trying to do this type of stuff, it's a completely different hemisphere, you know? We need rocket parts. We're going to add, once again, there we go. Nope. Power control, wrong one. I'm messing with the wrong one. Here, this is one I want to mess with. Alright, it'll be able to put out, still be able to put out that, still be able to put out the 300 megajoules worth of power energy. Wait, no, that's heat. Megajoules is heat. I'm not sure how many. It'll definitely cover our needs, that's for sure. I ain't going to use anywhere near the amount of electricity this thing produces. We also need some different things here. We need to unlock the, yes, that's what we need. No, that costs too much. We only have enough for this. Our first tier of flight, which actually gives us fuel containers we need. The fuel containers, liquid fuel containers, we need them for our nerve engines. Right there. What's our thrust? Oh wait, I don't have a, I need to bring in a, there we go. Now we can see our thrust to weight ratio. 0.30, and we also have, oh, a decent 4K. That's enough. 4K should be more than enough to do anything we need. Anything else we should add on this mobile base? Yes, we need metal. I don't want to actually carry it with us though. One on either side. Just make it doubled. There we go. Yes, we also going to need to put some docking ports, which will enable us to actually craft something using simple production mod, which is very nice. I love being able to produce stuff on other planets. I actually really want to make the mod that enables you to use 3D printers on other planets I mean, actually make 3D printer mod, which actually create up your production rate. But I couldn't figure out how to do it. I'm not really good at scripting, and I don't even have the equipment to unpack that scripting. And I don't know what this thing does. I think it's for, yeah, that's for the civilization mod. I don't need that right now. I don't need to be messing with civilization stuff yet. I'm just not quite there. Its stuff is spread all throughout this tech tree, and I don't have any of the stuff I need to actually be able to really make a working civilization yet. Now we're gonna go test this thing. Yep. Extend drills. Start, yep. And start refining metal. Bob's inventory. This is generating a decent amount of energy. Only 93 kilowatts of megawatts of power. This thing is capable of generating 45 megawatts, and it's only putting at 93 kilowatts. Actually, that's way overkill. But it'll power the rest of the base, so that's fine, and it'll last forever. I mean, literally forever. But if we ever launch something to go put more resources, equipment, so we to put up there, we'll use only a very small version of the reactor to get it there. It'll be like if you remember the last playthrough, we were playing with Future Electronics, and they had very small reactors as well. And we used those to power our bases and stuff, and power different ships as we shipped them around and moved them around in space instead of having to rely on solar panels. I do believe our mobile base is pretty close to being ready. However, launching it may have to wait till next time, because we are running out of time on this one if we want to keep it underneath 30 minutes. And I do like to keep it under 30 minutes. Because when I see a video over an hour long, it's kind of daunting, and I'm not sure I really want to start it. And I have lots of videos over an hour long, and I am not getting very many views from them. Putting extra communications. I almost forgot communications again. I'm going to have to put actually communications in my my science bot next time. That way I don't actually ever forget it again. That's always a good thing to put everything you need into the science bot. That way you don't have to worry about all these little extra things. But I do believe that is all we have time for now. LordMaddog signing off.